My name is Michael Shikatano, and this is Right Here, Right Now, a podcast to inspire the learner inside each of us. In a world that is full of so much information, we will help find and package that information so that you can use it in your lives every day in practical ways. And in each episode, we will remind you of the importance of being present and mindful of your daily thoughts, actions, and interactions. It is truly the most vital step to learning and growth, being mindful and present right here, right now, to take on life's challenges and turn them into life's lessons. So come on this venture with us, a new beginning, a new journey that starts right here, right now. Welcome back, people. Today we have a mindful intention for each of you, an intention that hopefully helps you be a little more aware of how we see ourselves in this world and how our world around us sees us as well. Charles Horton Cooley, an American sociologist at the start of the 20th century, said, "I am not who I think I am. I am not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am." I will repeat this. It's a pretty deep concept of who we really believe we are in this complex world. And note, this gentleman said this about 120 years ago. I am not who I think I am. I am not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. As our self-awareness develops and evolves, we can't help but rely on what we think others may think of us. Likely from adolescence and beyond, our identity is shaped in robust ways by what we think others think of us, our strengths, our flaws, the good and the not so good. I do believe that we must have some perspective on the way the world sees us. This is absolutely healthy. But I don't think we should get hung up on the one-sidedness of this concept. We can focus on how we constructively influence how the world perceives us, also knowing it is not necessarily how we might perceive ourselves. The external world, those that take up residence outside of our mind and body, that external world does not get to experience our true and authentic self without their own past experiences influencing their perceptions of us. So this stunning and powerful quote essentially states that we see ourselves, perceive ourselves through the perceptions of others, a perception of a perception. But does this really seem fair? How could this be? Especially in the made-up fairy tale world we experience on so many social media platforms, right? I think that what we must do is just slow down and be mindful of this concept. This idea that our actions and interactions certainly impact ourselves and others, but our true identity could not possibly hinge on what others think of us. If they only get a snapshot of our being, jaded by their emotional state and mood and mindset even. So being aware of and mindful that what we put out into the world impacts others, and that we must pay attention to what we bring to our interactions, knowing this will affect how others perceive us, what they will think of us. And be mindful of what you perceive in your interactions, and know that there is a way to help get a more accurate picture of our identity through the eyes of others, of course, and the traits we bring to our relationships, being mindfully aware of our emotions and taking notice of the emotional reactions of others will help to focus a bit better on what we truly look like in reality, how others see us in reality, and we can pay closer attention to take note of what others look like in this reality. And we must realize that, as George Orwell said, reality exists in the human mind and nowhere else. And Les Brown's thought on reality is a bit more prescriptive when she tells us, don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. And that's beautiful, right? But let's not be foolish and misguided here to let your opinion of yourself become your reality either. So this is the backdrop of this mindful intention, and we'll call it an intention of self-awareness. But I want to tell you a little bit about the motivation and the inspiration to create this mindful intention for each of you. I recently took my oldest son to his first concert at Madison Square Garden to see Harry Styles. Incredible show. I was floored by his performance, but also very touched by his introduction, where he was playfully laying down some ground rules, and he went on to say, please have as much fun as you possibly can within reason. Please feel free to be whoever it is you want to be in this room tonight. And I take those beautiful words a step further, truly inspired by them, to tears even, by Harry's words. And as I watched my son feel this freedom around the 20,000 screaming other people, myself included.
Tonight, I promise you that of you, I ask one simple thing. I would like you to please have as much fun as you possibly can. If you want to sing, if you want to dance, please feel free to do whatever it is you want to do within reason. Please feel free to be whoever it is you've always wanted to be in this room tonight.
Every time you hear a Harry song, every time you think of this concert, every time you hear these words that follow, every time you have a bit of self-doubt, know that you must feel free to be whoever it is you want to be in whatever space you are in, right here, right now. And this is my mindful intention of self-awareness for each of you. I am who I think I am, and some of what you think I am. And I will be who I can be, and a bit of who you think I can be. And I know that I will think of me from what I can see and feel in me. And I know that you will think of me from what you can see and feel in me. And I know that the thought is coming from what you see and feel in you. If I slow down and notice who I am being and becoming in my thoughts and my actions, if you slow down and notice who you are being and becoming in your thoughts and your actions, perhaps we will get closer to see our authentic selves with more clarity and openness, with an open mind, an open heart, on a journey of truly being aware of our thoughts, actions, and interactions. Being present and being mindful of who we are and who we need to be for others will help bridge the gap between who I think I am, who you think I am, and who I think you think I am. And maybe, just maybe, we can all be a little bit more of whoever it is we want to be, right here, right now. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next time. Join us next time, people, as we talk benefit of the doubt, or more technically speaking, how we can assume positive intent as we continue this journey in Season 2 of Right Here, Right Now. This concept was introduced in a very thoughtfully packaged chapter in Scott O'Neill's book, Be where your feet are. 7 principles to keep you present, grounded, and thriving. This not so easily adopted approach to life sounds much simpler in word than in deed. We will outline its benefits to you, the practitioner of this newfound tactic in life. We will discuss how to embody the mindful approach in each of our interactions to ensure that we come to each encounter with the empathy required to understand, accept even, that everyone is coming from a place of kindness and generosity. We will learn what it takes to display this level of empathic fortitude and how every one of our relationships can be better because of this approach. So come next week with your growth mindset, with an open mind on our journey, with a new approach to assuming the best in all those we encounter. A journey that starts right here, right now. Be present and be mindful, people. See you next time. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time, right here, right now.